Good morning and welcome to another ironic introduction to another video. Again, just still on that arena grind. Right now I'm just going for milestones as I wait for my champions to refresh on the 4-star featured. But I wanted to talk about, if you are an attentive person to these videos, you might have noticed that my alliance tag has changed. I've already recorded this video once, actually. This is the second try, but the last one came out at 13 minutes, and I was like, I don't need 13 minutes to explain why I changed alliances. So let me keep it short and sweet. Kind of like the origin story is I got into this game because of two of my coworkers. They were talking about it, and I just was so interested. I committed to downloading it, fell in love with the game. 36 days later, I have a YouTube channel up. I play, over 8 hours a day. I cut sleep out in order to prioritize grinding, and I love this game. That said, of course, I joined their alliance. Well, the issue with their alliance is that me and these two coworkers were the only active players. No one else participated. No one else communicated. We didn't have a line or a Discord set up, and that's partially because we didn't recruit. Right? Like it's not like we've gone to external sources of recruiting. So with how much I play, my coworkers understood that I wanted to be a part of an active alliance, and our alliance just wasn't active enough. So I recommended, that 3 of us go join an active alliance. I felt that all 3 of us were above 100,000 hero rating, and all 3 of us have very solid champion pools. So I don't think we would have a hard time finding an alliance, especially our alliance leader, because he has a 5-star Captain America Infinity War as well as a 5-star Domino, both of them awakened, as well as like a 5-star Mephisto and a 4-star Iron Man Infinity War. I mean, his roster's stacked. He got really, really, really lucky. But that said, they're both like relatively casual players, as they kind of, they have vibes. Not everybody can no life games like I can. I do have a life, for the record. It's just not a very big one. But I do things outside of this. Like today, I did lose a lot of time to a graduation dinner for my brother. But that being said, not everybody is willing to cut out sleep the way I am, and I understand that. And so the amount of time spent in this game and the amount of time I consistently spend in this game comparatively means that I really, really, really value that active alliance a lot more. They want it too, but they want it at a pace. They're looking for more like casual active, and I'm looking for more like just shy of micromanagement active. Like I want an alliance that won't micromanage me, but is active enough that they are like asking for donations, running alliance quest and alliance war on cooldown, actively trying to win, and using line as a like mandatory you have to communicate kind of a thing. But not so much where they're like, this is the champion you're going to rank up, but they might be competitive enough where they're like, we suggest you rank up these champions if you have them, so we can like maximize diversity, which this one does. And this one is, I got really lucky. I got scouted by this alliance here because I don't know what they saw. Maybe they saw something in me. Maybe they saw value in a player who has grinded as much as I have in the arena and is just like progressed so quickly, because I do recognize I have progressed incredibly quickly in this game comparatively to your average player. But this alliance is actually a 250 to 300,000 minimum hero rating alliance, and I am still at 127,000 give or take, even though my roster is fairly solid for a pool of 4 stars. But needless to say, I'm definitely getting carried right now. I definitely am easily at the bottom of the member list. The next person above me is like a solid 100,000 hero rating above me. All the players in this alliance have been playing for years. There's experience and skill there that I just don't have. But they are definitely trying to build up. I can tell that it is a group of veteran players who may be friends IRL, or maybe have just been together so long that they've grown the same bond that I have with my crew in Granblue Fantasy. And these players are looking to kind of like rebuild their alliance up to a point. I get the sense that they used to be something like really grand. And so I'm really glad to be a part of that, and being at the bottom rung like I am right now is actually just motivation for me to kind of like prove myself, right? Like I actually revived an alliance quest. I bought a revive with units, which is really expensive. I was really surprised, just to kind of like push an extra 2 nodes, just because I wanted to show them that I'm capable of contributing. Unfortunately, I still got completely wrecked, because my champion pool isn't level enough to sustain punishment, and I'm not a good enough player to completely avoid punishment. So pretty much every time I got hit, it was like an almost auto death. And normally I run Heimdall to make up for that, but I put him in Alliance War. I stuck my top 5 champions in Alliance War, and then I brought like numbers 9, 10, and 11 to Alliance Quest because I'm planning on bringing my second set of champions to Alliance War Attack. It really is like it's been a struggle. It really opened my eyes to how like weak my roster is, because when I was in the other alliance, I could bring pretty much whatever I wanted, and we would either win or lose strictly depending on the other alliance we were competing against. Like if it was a try-hard alliance, we would lose, and if it was a casual alliance like us, we would win. So that said, this one is way more active. It's definitely everything I want so far. The people are friendly, they're helpful, and they're active. And that's what's important to me. So it's nothing personal. And my coworkers, I believe, aren't taking it personally. I think they just understand that I want something more from Alliance. And I told them that I'm always willing to, give an Alliance with them a shot if they ever want to go a little more esports. Because I'm like right on that border of wanting a hardcore alliance. I don't quite want to be micromanaged, but I definitely want an alliance that isn't afraid to be like, maybe we would recommend these, but you don't have to. So that said, it's exciting, and I can't wait to kind of show my progression in Alliance. Once I'm at a position where I can actually like clear nodes pretty well in Alliance Quest, and like I might actually show my first Alliance War as a recording just to kind of like, you might get to watch my suffering and my pain of either discovering that I'm a terrible player, or discovering that I might actually be better than I think. But either way, I'm really excited. It's like a whole different game between an active alliance and a non-active alliance, and I'm not gonna lie, it's got me super excited. That said, this has gone longer than I wanted it to, but that is why you see a different tag, and I will talk to you later.